What was it like working with Whitney Houston? I love
Man.
her, and I never got to meet her.
So I got the opportunity to sit with Whitney Houston. First and foremost, we never made it to an actual recording studio. We never did. We went to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffle.
Get out.
And we sat in a booth, me, her, and her sister. And we just sat and talked about music, talked about, where she was at in life. She was like, I got my man, I got my kids, and I got my God, and I'm happy. And that's what I want my music to reflect. And so I started working on some stuff for her. And very, very similar to the Michael Jackson situation, we never got the opportunity to cut before, her untimely passing. We just never got the opportunity to cut it.
Oh.
Yeah. But just to sit with her and have her tell me how much she enjoyed my music, and I'm like, are you joking?
Right. Right, exactly.
I might not even be here if not for what you've done. But just to sit and have just kind of a general conversation with somebody that you have that much respect for. Like that was
Everything.
That was everything for me.
Yeah.
I wish we could have got to record
Me
some of that
too.
music, but, everything happens for a reason.
So your name was coined by Big D Evans?
Yes.
How's
Dion
your
Evans.
start working with Evans?
So Dion Evans is known for, he did a lot of Pac's early stuff. He did Brenda's Got a Baby. He did Changes. He did a few records for Pac. And I met him through a mutual friend. This is when I was still kind of just moving around through the circuit writing, getting in studios wherever I could get in at.
Right.
And back then I used to pride myself on how fast I could write a song. Like literally, give me an hour in the studio, I'll give you 10 records.
That's so impressive.
Now, mind you, notice I said 10 records. I didn't say
Right.
10 hits. I said 10 records. Of
Right,
the 10,
right,
we might
right.
be able to rock with 2, but he gave us 10.
Exactly.
So I've learned now that the quality over quantity. But in that time, he had never seen anything like. He's like, bro, you just crank them out. You're like the Neyo of the music industry. And mind you, it came a reference from the movie The Matrix, how Neo in the Matrix could do things within the Matrix that regular people couldn't do.
That's right.
So he was saying that I could do things within music that regular
fits you
people couldn't do.
perfectly.
I hated that name
Really?
Because I felt like, okay, if you remember the movie The Matrix, Neo was like Jesus. He was like
Right,
he
right, the
was gonna
chosen
save
one.
the world.
Right,
I'm
right,
like,
right.
I ain't so much trying to save the world. I just want to write a song or two. Like, it was a very big shoes to fill. But like any nickname, one person call you it, then another person, and whether you like it or not, that's your name now.
Right. It grew on you. But now do you love it?
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it
it grew on you.
It's who I am now. Oddly enough, really like nobody in my immediate group calls me Neo. Like it's only like really fans and people that I don't know that call me Neo. But it's all cool. I don't mind.
Is it true you regretted giving Let Me Love You to Mario?
Not regretted. Shout out to the boy Mario, by
Yes,
the way.
yes.
Not regretted. So when we first did that song, myself, Scott Storch, and oh man, the third writer, there's another writer on that song whose name I can never remember, and I feel like an asshole every time I tell this story. Shout out to I'm gonna find his name for you so we can give him his proper flowers. But when we finished the record, mind you, I hadn't met Mario, I didn't know him. All I knew was the Just a Friend record and the Braid My Hair record. And I'm like, okay, this cat is like what, 15, 16?
He was a baby, yeah.
And we finished the record. I'm like, yo, this is a really mature feeling record. Like this record feels like somebody that knows something about love. Like, is he gonna be able to pull this off? That's the question I was asking.
Right.
Mind you, hadn't met him yet. So I think the following day he actually came into the studio and, we sat and just chopped it up just on some, just brother to brother. And I realized like this dude is like Sam Cooke reincarnated. Like,
yeah.
we're like way more mature in here than out here. You know what I
Agreed.
mean? I'm like, okay. So he got in the studio and knocked that song out in an hour. It took him an hour, start to finish. I'm like, yo, I had to apologize to him.
Really?
He was like, for what? I'm like, bro, I gotta tell you, before you got here, I counted you out. I did. I ain't feel like you was gonna be able to pull the song off. I apologize. He's like, oh man, it's all good. And we've been cool ever since. I saw him last night, matter of fact. Yeah.
When Neyo came by, we did a few records, but that record, we knew it was special because of the feedback we got when people would come to the studio and play it. But what happened was the engineer actually erased the whole song by mistake. He lost all the files.
Okay.
He lost all the files to the record, and we ended up having to record the whole thing over. And it ended up being more special, in my opinion, the second time because I had already learned the record. I was familiar with it, and I just sang it straight through the whole way.
Do you enjoy performing that song?
I love performing
Yeah.
that song. That
I
is
saw a
like
few
a
clips of you.
sing-along moment in my set. Like everybody in the crowd is gonna sing that song. And I love that. I love that.